Haley. I've watched her in high school. Both of them are great talents. Kim, although she's an Olympian, she just won a national title. In many ways, she's a diamond in the rough on a global level. I think she has the ability to take her victories global.
And it takes a unique somebody to run that many laps, as you could attest. And she's relatively new to it, Kim.
Oh, absolutely. She's the diamond in the rough. She's new. I think this was her second 10K, right?
Mm-hmm. I believe so, yeah.
So, second 10K, you win the national championship. I enjoyed it. My fourth 10K, I won the Olympics. I won my national title after winning the Olympics. But she's doing it the right way. So she has the potential. She has the potential to do big things. I've always wondered, this is so unfair to say, but 1968, I just thought, I need more time being the only American to ever win this event. 1972, oh, I hope I have more time. At 76, I'd like more time. In 84, wow, 20 years. Then I started saying, I'd love to see another American win. And I thought for years, it'd be one of our females. And then different people surfaced. Then when I saw Galen at the Olympic trials, and I talked a little bit to some people that knew his workouts, and when I heard he was doing speed work for a couple of years, they were working with speed. I thought, whoa, he can win. He definitely can medal. And was in London, was with my daughter and my wife. We were 10 yards apart. We couldn't hear. My wife was right near me. I couldn't hear her scream. It was just like, Galen, whoa, whoa. And then Galen starts his kick. And he's going to do it. And our daughter was going, Galen. She covered her face. Galen, cover her face. And I'm watching. And I said, well, what are you doing? You're screaming, you're cheering for Galen, you're covering your face. She said, Dad, this is the greatest race I've ever seen a man run. This is the greatest race I've ever seen. Next to yours on YouTube. Then she said, I wanted Galen to win so bad. And then Mo was such an incredible athlete to watch. Then I covered my face because, oh no, Dad won't be the only one. And Kim, well, it could be a female, and then Galen surfaced. But Kim has the potential. She's got the speed. She's got the toughness. She's new to the sport. So who knows? 2016, I might have a brand new associate. I can pass the torch.
Thank you.
And how big a factor, Billy, is courage? Because Kim mentioned it herself that with 200 to go, courage was in her head in 10K running. How big a factor is the toughness?
Oh, well, she's just tough competitor, whether it's 1,500 meters, whether it's the mile that she's run. This is her second 10K, and you see it. She took control. And she put in the fastest laps at the right time. And then she still came back after she lost the lead, but she knew what she was doing and came back with that incredible kick. So she's the Roland Gardner, the heavyweight wrestler who defeated the Russian who had never lost in 13 years. I had breakfast with Roland, Tracy at Stacy's Trigolina in Sydney, and Roland came in. His lip was a little swollen and a little bruised, and we sat down. I said, Roland, did you think you could win? He looked at me and said, did you think you could win? I said, yeah. And everybody was saying, Roland just had the greatest athletic performance by an American at the Olympic Games. So some other people came by and said, Billy, wow, for 40-some years you're becoming a legend. So I joked with Roland. I said, you could have the greatest upset. I'll try to get the legend status. And that's terrible. But I'm an Olympic junkie. I love the 5K, the 10K, the marathon, 1,500 meters, the steeplechase. It's just a delight. With my wife and I've gone to 12 Olympic Games and seeing the young athletes come up. Like Tim, we'll be there. I'm taking all of my 4 daughters if they want to go. I'll take all of my daughters to Tokyo 2020, and June 30th I turn 76, so 2020, what, I'll be 84, 82? You do the math. It's not going to be my last Olympic Games, but I want to take my whole family back and just kind of celebrate that one moment in time that I used to choreograph what I call a perpetual giveaway, giving back for that one moment in time. And it's been a beautiful journey.
And it's obviously 50 years this year. Do you have any plans to celebrate it? How are you going to celebrate it this year? The big anniversary of it?
There are several things we're doing. My charity is going to be announcing soon a couple of things we're going to be doing with Running Strong for American Indian Youth. We might be going. I've got some inquiries from Japan, wanting to invite Pat and I back to Tokyo for that moment. And I stepped forward, and I don't know how many American athletes did this, but I stepped forward and spoke publicly on Tokyo getting the bid, and they picked it up. So it was in some major magazines in Japan. I did a little video that we sent to them that went several places throughout the world. This 90-second video, why I wanted Tokyo, and had no idea. I did it because I wanted Tokyo, and that started generating some interest. That people call and say, we're going to have you as our guest in 2020 at the games. So we're planning. We usually plan four games 4 years ahead. Now we're 8 years ahead. But I've been so blessed. Got back from traveling 2 weeks ago. I went to my 108th country. So I've gone to 108 countries throughout the world and meeting people that have learned about that moment in time. And it's not a moment of sport. It was a moment, this young girl, Cape Town, Africa, talking to my wife and found out she was married to me. And she said, she was talking about the movie Running Brave. I saw this movie about Billy Mills. And that's why he's my husband. She got all excited. She said, my father was trying to make an arranged marriage for me. My older brother said, no, as a young indigenous woman, I should be able to choose who I marry, who I have children with. I should be able to educate myself. I think it was John Lennon said, women hold up half the sky. I might be incorrect there, but she referred to women. Half the world population is women. And just how empowering the world can be positively by empowering the women. And then she felt that she had the right to educate herself. Her father said he had to think about it. So she became a massage therapist, possibly to be a nurse, to prove she could take care of herself. I was working in Cape Town at this very elite health spa, and she said, my brother showed us your movie Running Brave, showed it to my father, just to prove that indigenous people can succeed, and that as an indigenous woman, I not only have the right, I have the obligation to improve my life to help women. And she said, my brother's now taken my family, my father, on a journey around the world about indigenous people who've achieved, and we're no longer using indigenous men. Your husband was just the first lesson. Now I'm going around the world about indigenous women who've achieved. They've become doctors, they've become attorneys, etc. And I was able to be a little catalyst to that. And it put sport in its proper perspective. And basically, what I took from all that sports journey is it's the journey, not the destination. It's the daily decisions we make in life, and then global unity through the dignity, character, beauty of global diversity. The future of humankind. So I've taken sport global, and I've been very blessed that I've been able to have globally people accept, and we just share, find common ground to understand our differences. Far beyond winning a race.
All right, guys, that is it.